Hello everybody and welcome back to another My Porch Prints tutorials. This is Kyra and today is the third day of our Petals and Parchment spring event, where every day this week we are going to be having daily deals in our shop, as well as giving away freebies and releasing tutorials on our channel. And a reminder that if you comment on today's video, you will be entered for a chance to win a coupon to our shop, as well as potentially win the grand prize, which is the junk journal that I am decorating in today's video. And today's freebie is going to be some beautiful little mini books that match our Petals and Parchment kits. These are really cute little additions to any of you guys out there who enjoy collecting mini books, so definitely jump down into the description box and get this freebie, and we're going to go ahead and assemble this today to create some cute little bookmarks. So as per usual, links to our supplies will be down in the description box, so if you're looking to get any of the materials you see in today's video, you will find them down there. I am going to be using chain for mine. However, you could do this with string. It would just be a little bit different. This tutorial is going to focus on using chains, so just keep that in mind. And this freebie will tell you which pages are to be printed on paper and which should be printed on cardstock, so pay attention to that. And then we can go ahead and cut all of our little pieces out. So the pages come in like groups of 3 here, and you're just going to cut those into individual strips. And then we're going to take those pages and fold them accordion style. So starting with the front cover, we're going to cut, or like the front page, we're going to fold it in, and then we're going to just go back and forth, creasing along the lines between each of the pages, just like this. And go ahead and do that to all 3 sets of pages here, and then we're going to be able to glue those together to make one full sort of booklet. All right, so to do that, you're going to take a little bit of glue here and just glue these little sections together, and this is going to help keep the pages a little bit thicker and make them a little sturdier when flipping through them. So go ahead and just add some glue and then kind of pinch them together like this, and you will know you've done it right if you can flip through them and see all the pages like a little booklet. Okay, and then we're going to glue all those little booklets back to back. So just adding some glue to the back cover here on the white side, and then we're going to just sandwich each of those together like this until we have one full book. And if you find that your pages aren't matching up perfectly, you can trim those edges or go over them with a little bit of Distress ink. Okay, next go ahead and grab whichever cover you like best, and we're just going to fold it in half like this, give it a good crease, and then we're going to use some glue and just glue that shut. Again, this is more to add like stability to the covers more than anything else. All right. And then you can go ahead and crease along the spine, just on either cover here. Go ahead and fold that inwards, just like this. And then when you have it finished, it should look something like this. And we're going to take those pages that we folded earlier, and we're going to add some glue to the front and back cover. And we're just going to glue those into the cover of our entire book like this, so just to the inside. And the pages are a little bit smaller than the cover, and that is on purpose. Okay, so you don't need to add any glue to the spine. In fact, for today's video, I would highly recommend you don't do that, because we're going to want to keep some space between the pages and the spine for our little eye pin that we're going to add here in a moment. So you can leave these books just like this and add them to like a little mini shelf. I've seen some people turn these into earrings or use them as like little decorations around their house or for their books. We're going to make a bookmark, like I said earlier. So for that, you will need some sort of a little loop at the top of your book, and I'm going to be using these Eyepins for mine. However, I did do a mini book tutorial for our last event, the Christmas event, where I showed you a couple different methods for how to create a loop on the top of your book, including things like strings. So if you want to go check that out, I will link that down below for you in case you don't have any eye pins on hand. You can go check out that video and find a different method that will work for you. But if you are using the eye pin, just add a little glue along the pin and then add it in between the pages and the spine, just like this. And now we can actually work on the chain. So the length of chain you need is really going to depend on the size of your journal. So go ahead and just make it as long as the cover of your journal and then add just like a little bit of length beyond that. You can always trim things down, but you can't add length on. So just keep that in mind. And then for this little pin with these beads at the bottom, this is going to keep your bookmark from sliding out of your book. So to make that, again, I just took another eye pin and slid some beads onto it. So you can use any beads you want, but I would say bigger, sort of thicker beads are going to work a little bit better for keeping, again, your bookmark from sliding out of your pages. And once you have the beads on there, you'll want to leave a little bit of your eye pin left over at the end that you can bend into a bit of an L shape, and that will keep the beads from sliding off, right? And then you have the little pin at the top that you can add little like metal loops through to hook it onto your chain. These are the ones that I'm using, and we got them off of Amazon. So again, they will be linked in the description box in our Amazon affiliate shop if you're looking for some of those, as well as the chain that I used for this project should be linked there as well. And again, having some wire cutters on hand will be helpful for this project. Right, so now we can take a couple lengths of chain here, and how long, again, really depends on your personal preference. I think mine ended up being around like 7 inches long, and I'm going to just take it and loop it through this larger ring that I have at the other end of my chain here, like this. And then using a couple of smaller loops, I'm going to loop them onto the eye pins I added to my little mini books. And when everything's assembled, it should look something like this. Now, I did try to use all 4 books originally, but I felt like it was a little bit much, so I ended up removing 2 of them, and I liked that a little better. And then I just added that beaded eye pin that I showed you earlier. I just added it to a length of chain and kind of hooped that through the loop and just finished up this little bookmark by assembling it all together. So it's a pretty quick, simple process as long as you've got some of the materials on hand here. Again, if you used string, it would be a matter of like tying the string through the loops, so it would be assembled a little differently, but you could still make something like this just without the chain. But anyway, I just wanted to try putting together a little bookmark for my book that was a little different than maybe a traditional like paper bookmark. So this is kind of what I came up with as a new method for how to use your little mini books. So let me know if you give this project a try. I would love to see it. Otherwise, don't forget that today we have a 40% off deal on select mini books in our shop. So if you want to get more mini books, today is the day to do it. So head on over to Etsy and make sure you pick up any that you are interested in. And don't forget to come back tomorrow for tomorrow's deal, which is going to be the 40% off on 3D inserts, folios, and papers. So a lot of good things on sale. And tomorrow's video and freebie will also be coming out on the channel, so make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on that or any future events. And comment for your chance to win the grand prize or one of those coupons. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to pick up your freebie down in the description box, and I will see you in tomorrow's tutorial.